Hey, Quinn, maybe you can just walk us through the events of yesterday morning. Like, how normal did it seem as you arrived at the rink? How close were you to being ready to practice? And sort of how did they deliver the news that practice was called off?
Yeah, I was actually just running a little late behind schedule. So I just went and got tested like I do every morning. And then I was trying to figure out, I think we had a meeting at 9:45 and it was like 9:20. So I was trying to figure out if I had time to go get breakfast or not. And then I ran into Bomber in the elevator and he told us that there's a little bit of a COVID scare. And so we both went up and had breakfast. But yeah, I mean, I think the message this morning was it's just a good warning, and that we got to be wearing our masks and taking it very seriously. And I think we were lucky with no one actually having it, just a little bit of a scare. So
I mean, you went through the bubble, obviously, in the summer. It's a little different that this isn't a bubble necessarily. Just a good reminder that these are uncertain times and that you have to be prepared. Nate Schmidt just said it's the year of being adaptable. I mean, is that a pretty good description?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's things we're going to have to sacrifice if we want to play. And like you said, there's no bubble. So you just got to rely on everyone being professional and staying out of places they shouldn't be in. And, for us, I think that just means, I know that we're out of quarantine, but it doesn't mean that we should be, eating out, every meal. So I think, at least for me, I'm trying to stay home as much as I can and have my mask on and follow the rules. And I think everyone's been doing a really good job at that. And, we just got to take it one day at a time.
Next up is Ian McIntyre.
Hi, Quinn. It seemed, if I'm not mistaken, last camp you got put with Chris Tanev and just stayed basically the whole time. And this camp, it seems you almost, at least lately, have a different guy beside you each day or scrimmage. What has this been like for you, this camp, and not having sort of a set partner?
Yeah, definitely different because, I mean, last year, the goal was for me to play with Chris. And, I think we knew that throughout the summer. So me and Chris stayed in contact, and I was training in Toronto and so was he. So we met up a couple times and we were able to get to know each other and get to know each other, how we play. And so I think, the whole camp, we were trying to just figure each other out. And that obviously helped us going into the year. And this year, it's not like that for me. Obviously, I had probably 3 or 4 different partners, and then with Travis coming in today. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. We got a lot of great players here, great options, and I'm excited that Travis is here now.
And you have obviously played a lot of hockey against your brothers. I know you've played some sports against your dad. What will it be like playing against Chris Tanev this week?
I haven't thought of it yet. It's going to be weird seeing him out there against me, but it'll be fun. They have a good team, and like to think we have a good team. It should be a good game, and I think it'll be fun to see him after the game, say hello, and I think we're just probably both excited that we're playing.
Next up is Ben Kuzma.
Quinn, I know it's only one practice and without scrimmages for Hamonic. What did you see this morning in being paired with him? He has a lot of attributes that Chris has with his shot blocking abilities, but what did you see on the ice today, and what's going to be the toughest adjustment with a new guy? Is it positional? Is it verbal communication?
Well, he's played in the league a long time, and I've watched him for a while, when he was, playing for the Islanders and then obviously in Calgary. So I kind of know a little bit about his game, and same with him. So, we're just going to have to communicate and talk a lot, and he looked really good today. And, we did a little bit of drills where, it's D to D. And so I'm excited to play with him. And it's weird for everyone with the only being like a 10 to 13 day camp. So I think a lot of teams are going, struggling with this. But, we're just going to learn on the fly. And, he's been in the league a long time. So I don't think it'll be an adjustment for either one of us.
Thank you.
Next up is Chris Faber.
Just wanted to get started with a quick question about the potential pairing of you and Nate Schmidt at points, potentially after a penalty kill for you guys, or maybe late in games when you're trailing. How exciting would that be for you to play with a guy like Nate Schmidt? And will you be giving any whoops back to him?
Nate's, yeah, I obviously got to know Nate a lot this year since we, played Vegas 3 or 4 times in the season and 7 in the playoffs. So definitely know a lot about his game. He's going to help us big time, and he's a really good player. So, the prospect of playing with him is, really good too. And I think the idea is for them to play him mainly with Eddie and then me with Travis. But, like you said, you never know where the year goes and, at the end of games. Yeah, it's exciting, and he's a great guy off the ice. I was just watching his interview, so you guys know he's a little bit of a character, but it's been fun having him here.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to follow up a little bit with last season. You came in second for the Calder Trophy. I'm wondering, is there a little bit of a chip on your shoulder now going into this year to try and prove that you are one of the top defensemen?
No, I don't think so. I haven't, thought about the Calder since it was given to Kale, and he had a great year and deserved it. And I think this year's a new year, and I haven't really thought about it too much. I'm just going to try to, keep getting better whatever I can, and try to have a successful year myself and as a team.
And with the last question is Daniel Wagner.
So you just mentioned like watching Schmidt play, watching Hamonic play, talking about Cale Makar. How much do you pay attention to other defensemen around the league and watch them play on video or in highlights or watching full games? How much do you watch them and take into your own game?
Yeah, I mean, I think, me and my brothers, we grew up watching hockey, with my dad, and I think we, I don't know if the word is pride ourselves, but we definitely, we're always the kids that, knew everything about hockey, knew where everyone was playing. And so, like I said, I remember watching Hamonic for a while and Schmidt obviously in the playoffs. And yeah, so I feel like I know, a lot of guys in the league, their games, and just from watching hockey over the years. And, it's good to get a read on guys, and, you never know when you're going to learn something from someone else, just watching their game. I can definitely say I've learned things from, all of our D last year. And then, like you mentioned, Cale, watching his game, seeing, what I can put in my own.
And with Hamonic, is there an adjustment period to where you go on the ice, or is it just so natural because he's experienced and he knows the systems and can adapt quickly to them?
Yeah, like I said, he's played in the league a while, and he's had a lot of different coaches, so I think he can adapt quickly. And there's obviously going to be certain plays where if I'm walking the blue line and I'm going to tell him where I'd want him to go, but that I'll just we'll pick that up on the fly and figure it out. But I think regarding the systems and everything else, he's played long enough where he has that hockey sense and smarts, and he knows where to put himself. So I think in those situations he'll be just fine.